Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mitchell Miller, and today I want to talk about confidence. The whole video is going to be about, what is confidence? What does it feel like? What does it mean when you get there? How do you know you're confident? And ultimately, like, how do you get there if I didn't just say that, okay? So let's start with the idea of, like, what does it mean to be a confident person, and how do you even get there? So the whole idea of being a confident person, you ever see those people that just walk around and you're kind of just like they kind of act like they own the place? Or have you ever seen somebody that like, if you're let me give you an example of something I was reading in a book. This guy watched this other guy just go up and approach this random girl, started talking to her, got her number, and then came back to the guy and was like, hey, what's going on? And the dude that asked the question, like, how do you talk to girls, was like, what just happened there? You just went up to this girl nonchalantly and they got her phone number. That is a confident man. So that's going to be the book, The Dating Playbook for Men. And that's actually more of a book about building the mindset, which is what it is I want to talk about today, is how to become a confident person. So with that being said then, the idea of this guy just nonchalantly going up to somebody indicates that he's done this enough times, he's been through enough failures in life and has seen enough success that now he can repeat successful actions because he's done it enough times where he's conditioned his brain to be able to say, like, hey, if I want to go up and talk to that girl, I already know what I'm doing. I don't even need to think about it. I'm just going to go do it. That's what being a confident person is getting to the point in life where you don't have to think about doing something, and you know that when you go and do it, you're going to be so good at it that you're not worried about failing because you've seen success enough times. So to understand how to even get to this level, you need to understand how the subconscious works first. Now, I'm not going to dive into all the psychology behind it. I'm not a psychologist, but I do read and study books about this. So I learned this from Personal Development School by Thias Gibson. The subconscious mind operates off of BTEA, beliefs, thoughts, emotions, actions, okay? So most people, okay, so let's go back to the example of not even talking to like a girl, but let's just say a couple examples. Talking to a girl, applying for a job, going, I can't really give you more examples of that off the, talking this, but those two examples should work in the sake of this video, okay? If you're at a point right now where, like, you see a really pretty girl and you want to talk to her, but something's stopping you, or you're like, oh, maybe I just don't look good enough, or do I, is she even going to want to talk to somebody like me, etc., etc. You're more than likely, when you're saying that, you're not going to feel good, and that comes from the thoughts that you're having. Okay, so your action of not approaching this woman that you want to is going to stem from you feeling bad and you thinking that maybe she won't like you, maybe you don't look good enough, maybe you're not rich enough, and I can tell you now, money is not what attracts normal, healthy women. Now, there are people that just look for that, but girls aren't really going to care about how much money you have, okay? And then it comes down to the beliefs. So you're telling yourself, or you believe deep down, that you're not good enough to talk to this girl. And so we can't get to a place of confidence unless we learn how to fix that, okay? So I can tell you now, when it comes time to just doing anything in life at a confident level, like feeling good enough to just go out and be like, fuck yeah, bro, I'm gonna go do this, watch. You have to go out and practice what you want to get good at enough times and see success enough times in order for you to even get confident in the first place. Okay? Repetition's going to show you your failures. You're going to make mistakes, but it's also going to show you successes. And then the more times you have success, the more you naturally start feeling good about having that success. Okay? So emotions are what helps rewire your subconscious. So when you start getting success from approaching, like, women, for example, and you start feeling good about yourself, the more times you do that, you're going to become competent at doing that, because all you're going to know is if you repeat what you've done enough times and it's always worked, then at some point that is always going to work. You're going to become confident when it comes to approaching women, because now you have a process that has worked out for you. You know what to avoid. You're going to know what to look out for. You're going to know when to approach a girl. You're going to know when to ask for her number. You're going to know how to have a conversation with her. The more you do something, the more confident you're going to get. So your subconscious mind, going back to the beliefs, you have to start by changing that. and you change that by emotion. So if you go out and do something and you feel good about doing that, the more times you do that and the more times you feel good doing it, you're gonna hit the emotional aspect. The other side is gonna be imagery. So in the moment when you're talking to this girl and things go your way, and then you look back on that situation and you're like, hell yeah, I just did that. That's gonna put an image in your mind, and that's what changes the subconscious. Okay. Now the whole point then. How do we even, okay, so we talk about like confidence then, that's how you become confident, is by doing something over and over and over and over again and seeing all these results and success from it. That's natural, but what does it feel like, okay? I can tell you right now, when it comes to being a confident person, knowing that you can go and do something, even if you don't want to do it and you're likely going to see success from it, feels fucking awesome. Dude, you literally, like me, I'm in a wheelchair, so I'm going to roll around like a completely different person. Like I'm going to sit with my chest up, my shoulders back. I'm going to sit in a more confident stance, which for me is actually very difficult to do because of my injury. I'm going to talk to people differently. I'm going to talk to men or women very differently. Like when it comes to girls, for example, okay, a lot of people who have that thought process of, oh, she's really pretty, I'm going to pedestalize her. I'll say things not giving a fuck what she thinks about me, because when you understand that attraction's natural, she's either going to like you or she's not going to like you. This girl's opinion of you does not matter. The same thing's going to apply for other people. You're going to get to a point where you feel this good, where you don't care what other people think about you. You literally become a completely different person, and it feels amazing. When you progress in life and you get better at things that you want to get better at, and you start doing the things that you want to get better at, listen to the way I'm talking right now. I'm getting gassed up by talking about this. You just start feeling good, bro. That's what it feels like to be confident. But you can't get there if you're okay living a mediocre life and saying like, yeah, I got a job, I have a car, I've got a girlfriend, a boyfriend, and yeah, I go to the gym, but I don't really have any like set goals that I want to accomplish. And you know what, yeah, I've got a job and it pays the bills and that's it. Like, bro, if you know that deep down in life that you deserve better, that you can go out and get better, and you've got the balls to go out and actually do it, the more times you succeed, you're going to become that person that you've always wanted to become, but you're never going to get there and you're never going to become confident if you don't start. And starting comes down from studying what you want to get better at. Once you study what you get better at, then you go out and practice getting better at it. And then the more you practice, the better you're going to get at it. And then you're eventually going to become that person. So let's take my recent thing recently has been like practicing social skills. As you can tell by the way that I talk to this camera, being social and having conversations, bro, that's not really difficult for me. I know how to have conversations. I'm a very extroverted person. However, I do have an innate belief, or I guess you can say that I don't like being alone. I live in a house by myself, and so there's some times where I'm by myself. I'm like, what the fuck do I do right now? I don't have anybody to talk to. So that's something I know that I need to work on. I've always known that I've been this way, but it's never become a reality that it's been something I need to work on up until recently. So what am I doing? To fix this, I have my dog with me, so I guess in a sense I'm not really alone, but I'll take homeboy over here, I'll take Jaeger, so a long-haired European German Shepherd. I will take him, beautiful dog. We'll go to the mall, or we'll go to like Target, we'll go to Ulta, or now what I started doing is I'm going to the farmer's market every Sunday, unless like the weather's bad. But what I'm doing, the idea of what I'm doing is two things. One, I'm going out by myself. I'm learning how to do things by myself, and I've done it a couple times. Dude, I feel awesome when I go and do it. Like that wall of like, oh, I don't want to go here because I'm by myself, and then I actually go and do it. And because I'm also practicing my social skills at the same time, I will literally just start talking to people. So I'm getting my social fix in for the day. So I'm doing two things. One, I'm practicing being by myself and living a life instead of just staying in the house, working on business or talking to the camera. And number two is I'm going out with the intention of practicing my social skills, because the goal is to meet single women, because at the time of filming this video, I'm a single male. That's what I want to do. That's what all guys want to do. right? And it becomes easier the more and more you do it. Even if you're not talking to girls, the fact that I can go up to any single person right now that I don't know and just say, hey, good morning, how are you, blah, blah, blah. And if they reply back with like a positive response, like, I'm good, how are you? I know that I can continue a conversation with them. Okay? I'm picking up on different cues by practicing the things that I'm learning, by the things that I'm studying, the books I'm reading, the videos I'm watching. I'm going out and practicing them. So now, even though I've always been good at conversation, now I'm getting to a point where I know that if I want to go and meet somebody and I want to do it bad enough, I'm going to go and fucking do it. I don't care about the outcome. I can tell if it's a girl. I can tell. I can't say like I'm super like guaranteed, right? But I can tell at this point now, like if a girl's interested in me or she's not, simply by her body language and how she's talking to me. Like, and if I feel like she likes me enough, I have success. Like I've done this. I'm like, hey, what's your number? And I've always got it. Now there's some more nuances to that. Like girls have a hard time saying no, so you got to be careful with that. That's when you got to vet them out later on. But I have no problem now getting phone numbers from women. It's easy. You just ask them. You got to be confident. You got to be like, hey, what's your number? I got to go. Boom, right? But you won't get to that point unless you start studying and then practicing and then seeing success. And then actually, once you see success, then you're going to start feeling like I do. And this all comes down to, if you want to practice social skills, go somewhere by yourself or with some friends, if that makes you feel better, and just go up and start talking to people by yourself. If you don't know what to say, just depending on the time of day, so 1:43 right now, say, hey, good morning, how are you? Ladies, good morning. Or good afternoon, sorry. Ladies, good afternoon. Hey man, good afternoon. Hope you're having a good day. Or, hey guys, good afternoon. That's going to rile you up. You're going to start feeling good naturally because you're going to spike the dopamine in your body. And you're going to want to talk to more people. It becomes fun at this point. That's another side effect of feeling confident. Like life now just becomes like a game of like, okay, done it enough times. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to do this. Even if I don't think about doing it, now I'm going to do it without even thinking about it, which is where we want to get. And then it becomes fun. Like talking to random people that I don't know, dude, it's just fun because it makes these people's day. And these people, you gotta understand, including you watching this, more than likely, you're not used to somebody like myself who's just rolling around, whether I'm by myself at a grocery store with my dog, just being like, hey, good morning, or hey, this dress looks phenomenal on you, by the way. Purple, what a great color. I hope you're having a good day. Right? You're never going to get to that point unless you go out and you actually practice that. So I'm going to end the video right here. This is going to be confidence, becoming confident, and just you turn into a completely different person when this happens. You start feeling good. People are going to become more attracted to you. People are going to want to talk to you more. The energy that you have is going to, like I said, bring more people around you. You're more than likely going to have an easier time meeting friends, making friends, going on dates, talking to girls, talking to guys. Business is going to be easier because you're going to feel confident to tell these people what it is that you want to tell them, which could progress a deal or not, right? But you're going to have the balls now to say it to them. The outlook that you have on life when you turn into like a confident person because you're working on becoming a better person totally changes. The people you want to be with, the people you want to be around, the things you want to do are you're not going to want to be around the same people that you had in your past life when you reach this point of becoming a new person. Once you get to a point of becoming a new person where you start feeling good about yourself and you start educating yourself about the past life that you had, you're not going to want to be around those people anymore. Because when you're around negative people who aren't confident, that's going to drag you back down to where you were or where you are now, and you're going to lose all momentum. Keep that momentum. Keep leveling up in life. It gets better and better and better, bro. Every time you practice a new skill and you get better at something and you start feeling good about yourself, you start becoming happy, you're going to learn that you are happy by yourself. You don't need other people to be happy, and you know that you can go out and do whatever the fuck you want to have a better life. That comes from, again, reaching that level of confidence, becoming that person, that guy, that girl that you wanted to be, and actually going out and practicing becoming a better person. So that's going to be the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell notification if you want to watch more videos. You get notified when I post them. I messed that one up. And then if you got any questions, leave them in the comments, and I'll get back to them later. All right. Talk to you guys later.